So this video is going to be a little bit of a follow-up video to my previous one where I looked at the CarlinKit and the Ottocast CarPlay to HDMI adapters. And in my last video I had problems with Netflix, and not only have I got an additional cable to try, I also have a few things to say about Netflix and that it wasn't working before. In this video we're going to see if we can get it working again with a few new discoveries and a whole new cable to try as well. So since the last video I've now got 3 HDMI cables to try with the iPhone. We've got an original one that I tried in that video from Max Group. Then I followed it up in the comments, a cable from uni. This is an HDCP 2.2 compatible cable, and apparently Netflix needs HDCP 2.2 and above. Because that didn't work at the time, I got a uni HDMI cable. This is a meter long cable that supports HDCP 2.3. So I'm going to be trying all these cables again with these two adapters. So first of all, I'm going to try the one without any HDCP 2.2 or 2.3, and that's this short run cable that I tried in the last video, because there is something I have discovered as to why Netflix didn't work in that video. So we got the adapter all connected. We've got to plug this end straight into our iPhone like so, and then it's going to boot up. So now we have the HDMI connected and working all hunky-dory. So now we're going to fire up Netflix and we're going to play some video.
Created this spark and this tension between the two of us. But I was committed, it was brave, it was brilliant.
Okay, so that works without any HDCP 2.2 or 2.3 cables. So in theory I don't have to try the others, but I will do in a minute. So with that HDMI cable now working with Netflix as it wasn't prior is basically because of one thing, and that is you need to be on the right Netflix subscription in order for this to work. Now in the previous video, I was on its very lowest tier, which is basically its £4.99 tier, which is ad supported. And basically you need to be on its standard tier or higher, which is, I think it's high definition tier or it's high tier. Those two tiers allow this to function and work properly, no problems. Whereas the ad supported tier and as well as the mobile tier, apparently there is one of those as well, both of those won't work with this method, and that's why it wasn't working before. So with the standard and high definition tiers that are non-ad supported, you'll get Netflix running, no problem whatsoever. So with that working on the CarlinKit, we'll take this out and we'll try this on the Ottocast. The Ottocast is now inserted. I'm waiting. We're going to plug in our cable and we're going to unlock our phone. And you can see already that Netflix is supported. But as before, you can see that we're in the windowed mode here. So basically that's the trait of the Ottocast adapter. But we'll go into Netflix and see the difference.
The overtake on Valtteri created this spark and this tension between the two of us. But I was committed, it was brave, it was brilliant.
Okay, that works well as well on the Ottocast, and you can see that we are in a more sort of corrected ratio on the Ottocast, which is a big difference between this and the CarlinKit. The CarlinKit seems to full screen, where this actually gives you the right ratio with the option to actually expand it. So that's the advantage of the Ottocast over the CarlinKit, but then the rest of it is all in a sort of windowed mode. You can't really expand it full screen whilst it's in the phone, and that has enough issues with certain apps that try and play back on that adapter. So that's why I favoured the CarlinKit at the time. So that's basically it. So let's have a look at the other two cables and see if they work just as well. We're going to switch back to the CarlinKit adapter. I'm going to take out the original cable that we just tried, and we're going to check out the uni CPC 2.2 cable. So here we're going to connect up the uni cable. And now we're in, pop into Netflix.
Created this spark and this tension between the two of us. But I was committed, it was brave, it was brilliant.
Okay, that looks good. Plays just as well, but that's with the 2.2 uni cable. And I'll link to these cables in the description if you were to purchase them yourself. So now the final one is the uni 2.3 HDCP supported cable. This is quite a high-end cable. It's like twice the price as the previous uni cable. And let's just jump in to the cable again. So we're going to connect this up. And now we're in. Again, no boxing whatsoever on the CarlinKit. And let's jump into Netflix.
The overtake on Valtteri created this spark and this tension between the two of us.
That was committed, it was brave, it was brilliant!
So I thought, you know what, we're going to really win this.
All right, just like the previous one, so you don't really gain anything with this particular cable. All three cables, no problems. Netflix, no problems, just as long as you are in the standard tier or the high definition tier of your subscription. Then this will work, no problem. Okay, that's it. Hope you found this update helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these two adapters from CarlinKit and Ottocast. If you'd like to see a little bit more as to what I thought of either of these adapters, you can check out my reviews up in the cards throughout this video. If you'd like to support the channel, give us a super thanks. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.